So we're living in a time when the word struggle is used a lot. You might have used it yourself. I know that I have. When we use the word struggle, do we truly know what we're saying? Do we truly know what the truth is about this word? We're going to dive deep into this word struggle and find out what it really means. What is the truth about struggle? Stay tuned. Struggle. For most people, struggle is a negative word. It's a negative feeling or it's a negative state of mind. What does it mean to you? How do you feel when you say that you are struggling? Now, it may surprise you to know that struggle is actually not a bad or a negative word. If you Google the word struggle, you will find the definition is this. It means to make strenuous or violent efforts in the face of difficulties or opposition. It also means to proceed with difficulty or with great effort. Now, when you say that you are struggling with something or that you have been in a struggle, if you mean that you are fighting to overcome or that you are doing everything within your power to change some bad things that have happened to you, then you would be using the word struggle in the right context. Now, if you use struggle in a negative way, you might do so because you feel like giving in or giving up. You might have begun to lose your joy of life, and you might rarely see the reward that's waiting for you just on the other side. Struggle happens to us when something happens that goes against the natural rhythms of life. It creates resistance and opposition. What are the rhythms of life? Well, we have discussed many times the importance of a daily routine. A rhythm of life is one long daily rhythm or one long daily routine. Once it's established, it can keep you on track and help you and your whole family live a more balanced and a more productive life. There are also natural rhythms of life, things like your heartbeat, for instance, your breathing, when you walk or when you march. That is what you call a natural rhythm. There are also the rhythms that we create in our own lives. These rhythms can be good for us and bring about joy, fulfillment, and productivity. Now, there are also rhythms that can be bad for us or harm us over a period of time. For things to work in a productive way, there needs to be rhythms or habits that establish growth and positivity in your life. Doing things the same way over and over each day bring about the same results. We've heard that before. The type of results it brings depends on what things you are doing. It depends on your daily habits and the things that you keep doing over and over and over again. Now, if you're doing things that don't work or don't produce, or if the things you are doing do not make you happy or fulfilled, then it is imperative that you change the things that you are doing. You must change the rhythms of your life. Insanity comes into play when you expect different results, but you keep doing the same thing day after day. When your rhythm is the same, your results over time will either get better or they'll get worse because it's called a compound effect. If you have established good daily routines in your life and they have been working well for you and your family, there is no need for you to change or fix what's not broken. You can, however, add to your rhythms of life when you're ready to go upward or go to another level, as they say. It would be foolish of us to think that life will continue without any kind of interruptions or disruptions. That is when you hear people say things like, well, life happens. These interruptions or disruptions can limit your productivity, cause stress, and bring about true physical sickness. This resistance and opposition to your rhythm can happen at any time, and it can happen to anybody. To fight through the opposition to your rhythm is called struggle. To fight, to make forceful or violent efforts to overcome that opposition. This is what struggle is. If you fall prey to opposition and you complain or whine about your life, this is not what struggle is. This is called defeat. This is called giving in or giving up. Giving up is when you begin to lose your joy and you lose focus on the rewards that you once had in your sights. When you hear yourself using the term struggle, I hope you quickly search yourself and see if you are truly fighting against the opposition of your rhythm. There is a well-known physiological response to a threatening situation which readies one either to resist forcibly or to run away. This is known as fight or flight. I recently heard someone talk about another response that begins with the letter F as well. This response is called freeze. Now, this response can happen just before you resist or just before you run. Freeze is caused by fear or being alarmed. It can be caused when you're in shock about something that has happened in your life. You cannot allow freeze to happen to you. You must immediately take some type of action. And the very best option is to fight. Fight to regain your rhythm. Fight for your income. Fight for your family. Fight to get your house back or to get your car back. When you are fighting, you lose self-pity and you begin to truly struggle. You must struggle with this opposition until you win the fight. You struggle until you overcome it. Struggle is not calm. Struggle is violent and it is forceful. If you're looking at struggle in a spiritual sense, it would be called a trial or a test. You must struggle in order to overcome or win. You must struggle in order to grow. This fight is what makes you stronger. This fight is what makes you grow. This is the path that you must take in order to succeed or in order for you to stay successful. I have a question for you. Will it be easy? Nope. Will it be worth it? Absolutely. So my advice to you is never give up. Welcome that struggle and be an overcomer.